Michael Jackson, I'm not happy with. This guy was acting like a goofball tonight. You get this opportunity to come in and fight CM Punk, and you're doing like bolo punches to the body on top. I got the sense that he's a complete fucking idiot, and I couldn't wait for that fight to end, and I regretted not putting it on Fight Pass.
Is that it for his UFC career?
Yeah, that's it for his UFC career. Yeah, I wouldn't put that kid in the Contender Series. I don't know what that guy did for a living before we gave him the shot, but whatever it was, he needs to go back and do that again.
He's an emotional person, and we all know that. And I think it was one of those in the moment kind of things.
Right.
And then once he finally settles down, and he's a busy man. I know he got a lot going on. Once he settles down and think about it, I think he'll realize it's a great fight to make.
Okay.
People know I would like the Artem fight. Just stylistically, I think it would be a fun fight. I mentioned this one after the Mickey Gall fight.
So going forward, now you've kind of looked over the roster. You like that Artem Lobov situation. But I know you've played it out in your head. What is it you see there? How does that fight go down?
I see, again, you have two guys. I work very well with the distance and angles. I mean, and I even displayed that in the Punk fight. I didn't give the entire repertoire, but we went out there and I showed some things. And I just feel he's gonna come. He's gonna come hard. He's gonna be a pressure fighter. But I think just getting punched in the face repeatedly is gonna eventually slow him down. And I think I get the TKO finish.
How do you feel about Brock Lesnar being back and getting a title shot right away?
Man, that's weird. That's weird because he wasn't competing. That's weird. But I understand Daniel Cormier, and probably if I was in his shoes, I probably would do the same. Because somehow people love to see Brock Lesnar fighting. People love to see that huge guy. And they pay for it. And so the UFC wants to do that kind of fight, that the fight that people want to see.
But the fact that he's still suspended, you've been through this before. Don't you feel like it's weird that they're promoting a fight when if you're suspended, you can't corner a fighter, you can't do this and that, and he still has 6 months left?
Yeah, it feels very, very strange. Very strange. Like I said, it's something we cannot understand very well, man, because if people want to see that kind of show, they will do whatever it takes to make that show happen. So that's the why I think the UFC is facing this moment. They want that fight to happen, so they will work on that fight to happen.
Do you feel like there's a double standard? Like because he's a big draw, they bend the rules for him, but if you're not a big draw, you won't get the same kind of, opportunities.
Yeah, for sure. If you're a big, if you're interesting for them, they will try to help, for you on any way they can to set you free and fight again, And yeah, that's what I think.
I don't really feel the pressure. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to punch the clock, and I'm going to do what I have to do to get the job done, like I've done many other times before. And that's the way that it is. That's what I got to do, and I know what I have to do, and I'm going to get it done.
Do you think the MMA community is on your side, or do they want to see you fail? What do you think?
I definitely have. It's either people are hardcore with me or hardcore against me. There's no oh yeah, he's okay. People either really want to see me win or really want to see me lose for some reason. I think that for the most part, people have my back and they want to see me win. I would say it's a good story. Obviously I have a good story with me. It's a good meter of what people facing a certain obstacle can accomplish. I don't think anything that I do or what I fail to do would be a measure of what they can't accomplish, but I know where I stand in this sport, and I know that there's going to be a lot of eyes on me. And if I win, it's going to be bigger than anyone else that's ever won on this show. And if I lose, it's going to be worse than anyone has ever gotten it on the show. And I know that, and I knew that going into this camp, and I knew that when I accepted the fight. So for me, that was extra motivation to make sure that everything goes right and I'm on point for this fight.
I can promise you guys, you're gonna see the old Francis. There's no way to be. I just have a bad day in the office. I mean, as everyone, and this is almost the story of my life. But I will be back. The old Francis will be back. I stumbled. I didn't fall. I stumbled.
How are you going to go back to the old Francis?
Just, first of all, I think it's just about stop thinking about, stop caring about what people would say or what people think or how people will react. So just go there and then be myself.
Piri 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 piradinha, ela tá doidona, ela tá na minha piri piri piri.
He's back.
I'm back.